Hi, everyone, and welcome again. Thank you so much for joining in. Today, I'm going to be talking about, actually, I've got a team of beautiful people, and we're going to be talking about combating fears in public speaking. I personally combated my fear and I gained so much confidence from this place. It's called Super Speakers, and it helped me to become so strong and able to talk to you now. I literally am able to sit here and just talk and have no fear at all and just enjoy the adrenaline rush. And that's what Super Speakers has given me, so much confidence and love from people all over the world. We've got Celine, who's from France. We've got Alan from Australia, down under. We've got Natasha, who is Armenian but living in Cyprus. And we've got people from Russia, from Cyprus, from England, from you name it. It's a beautiful place where people come together and we just stand up in front of each other and are so vulnerable and so loving towards each other. And so, first of all, I want to introduce to you our president, Natasha.
Hi. Hi. So as Vespina said, I'm Natasha. I am this year the president of Super Speakers up until the end of June, and then our new incoming president, who is actually with us as well, Alan, will take over. And I've been a Toastmaster since 2017. In that time, I've been in the committee since I started, and I've taken on various roles. And that's nothing compared to what some of our other super speakers and fellow Toastmasters have done, seeing as we have people who are over 20 years as members.
Thank you. Thank you. And Natasha's my mentor and has totally given me the confidence to stand up. And she's given me the ability to correct myself in such a loving way. It's been so good to have positive feedback. And so thank you, Natasha. Now we're going to talk, I want our vice president and educational leader, our mate from down under, Alan Kemp. Could you talk to us about your
Hey.
G'day. Good day.
How you going?
Good day, mate. Yeah.
Thanks, Espera. Well, I heard about Toastmasters, not Super Speakers, but Toastmasters from an Armenian friend of my wife, who Natasha knows, Al, who's a member of Crusaders, and he mentioned Toastmasters one night, and I said that I was interested to start public speaking. And I had done a little bit, not a lot, but I had spoken in public, and it was a bit nerve-wracking, but I think it was important for me because it's one of those things that if you really want to do it, then you've got to dive in and do it. There's no two ways about it. I would say that probably the best thing about Toastmasters and Super Speakers in particular is that you're able to go there and do it in a place where there are other experienced speakers, especially when you have a mentor, and there's other people who can watch you, observe you, to give you positive feedback, to tell you what you need to improve, to give you honest feedback, which is what you need, but to do it in a place where it's going to allow you to become a better speaker. And if you are going to go to Toastmasters or to Super Speakers, that should be the ultimate goal, is to get out there, to speak, to just go for it. And I think also what I found I really loved about Super Speakers is that, first of all, we're all a great friendly bunch of people, and it is a social club. So we are getting together, we are having fun. So that really helps. But also that to talk about important for me. And yeah, so that's why I've stuck around. I've been a member for 2 years now. I was the vice president of education this year, and it sounds like I'm going to be president for the next year. And well, Natasha, you went through the hardest presidency for the club so far, so well done to you. And we're gonna keep the club alive. So it's going to be tough from here again, but at least we'll manage to keep it going.
Thank you so much, Alan. You've done a really good job of keeping us afloat this year as well.
Thank you.
Now we're going to France with our French goddess. Celine, do you mind telling us your job as the vice president and membership and PR? Could you tell us about your experiences?
Well, my experience with Super Speakers started in October 2019, and I really couldn't believe what I got from Super Speakers. I was introduced to Toastmaster as general because Super Speakers is part of the Toastmaster global group of public speaking club many years ago through another club. And I really like the idea of seeing people standing up and having so much confidence and so much ease in speaking. And also the things they were actually talking about, where even if they were like mundane or if they were deep, were really interesting. But I think I was pregnant at the time, and after my 2 babies, I didn't join at the time. But after my 2 babies, I felt as well that I wanted to do something that would give me back my confidence, because I felt that I lost it a bit. And I joined. I mean, I searched online and I found about Super Speakers, and I said, okay, I will give it a chance, and I really loved it. I love the energy, as Alan mentioned. It's a social club. You meet actually people, and there is really a positive energy because I feel everybody is here to better themselves. And yes, people have fear about public speaking, but the great thing is that, you're not being thrown into the arena and they say, you have to stand and speak in front of people. The way the whole journey is being built, because we have mentors, we have exercise to be done, is really, first of all, at your own pace. So you are the one to choose how fast you want to go, and in a very nurturing and positive environment. So that is, you never, every time actually, whenever I deliver a speech, or whenever I participate, or whenever I was just, a guest, I had an amazing time. I felt very, very good because of this nice climate, this nice environment, where people are actually here to help you. And beyond public speaking, because public speaking is one thing, yes, it's about communication, it's about being able to stand and deliver a message. But beyond that, I learned so much more. I really learned about structuring my thoughts. I learned about protecting my voice, even if I'm still working on that. I learned about leadership. I learned about mentoring as well, because I'm also very lucky to have Madam President as my mentor. But I've also been mentoring. And when you're mentoring, it's like when you're teaching, you have to learn twice. So those roles as well helped me. And I must say that it never felt like work. On the contrary, because the speech we're making are very short. Either it's prepared speech, about 5 minutes, or impromptu speech, which is 1 to 2 minutes. We also learn about evaluating other people, which is an incredible experience, because it is about giving honest feedback, but in a way that people can hear, and not feel offended or attacked, and can actually grow out of it. So, and since then, I mean, I'm the VP of membership. So one of my role is basically, to bring as many people as we can. And I really want to do that, not for a selfish purpose, but because, when you find something great, you want to share it with people because you're like, okay, this is awesome. we need people to know about it. So that's my experience. Thank you.
Can I just add to that? That I don't say it just because, I mean, I echo everything that Alan and Celine have said, and they've said it they've explained it extremely well. And it really is not just because it's my club, but Super Speakers is indeed, I really want to emphasize the energy, because I think that's something that for the four of us, I mean, we're part of the club, we know we've experienced it. And I would invite anybody to come and just have one meeting with us. There's no strings attached, by the way. It's you can come, you can visit, you can see if you like it or you don't. But that energy that you have, that we have as a club, it is, you can go on your worst day and feel exhausted, downtrodden. And after the meeting, you're energized, you're enthusiastic. And Celine said something that's very true. Again, the vulnerability, because when you join Toastmasters, most people who are Toastmasters have come into it with this commitment, to better themselves with personal growth. So you share everything that you need to. It's almost your own form of therapy, if you will. You share all of your thoughts, all of your ideas, but again, in this constructive way. And it is a safe educational environment, especially when it comes to the evaluations. And the evaluations are very important, not just for you as a speaker, but also for you as an individual on how you deliver feedback. Because, it's very easy to say, well, I don't like this and I think you should do that. But there is a way to communicate that in a much nicer way that will not put the other person on the defensive, and be able to reflect on the information you're giving them and see how it's for their benefit and not just an abrupt method. And one of the things that we use as well in in Toastmasters, is the sandwich effect. So it's, you provide feedback, positive, the constructive part where the improvement needs to be or can be, what you felt was missing from the speech, what you think could have been added, anything. And then again, you close it with a positive, so that that person then feels a sense of achievement, rather than, well, it was good, but duk, 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 duk. And then it's hard, it's shattering.
Yeah. Now, Madam President, I want you to tell our listeners how they can get in contact with Super Speakers.
So we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, a LinkedIn page. We also have an email address, and there's also the Toastmasters international website. So the easiest way would be to just do a quick search on Facebook, Super Speakers Cyprus. An even easier method would be to go onto the Toastmasters International website. There is the search button, find a club. You go in there, you type in Super Speakers, and it comes up. So these are the easiest way. Otherwise, you can contact any one of us on Facebook. We're easy to find. And with this recording, you have all of our names. So it's easy. It's even easier to find us.
And once you find us, just to jump on that, you will find actually our meetings, which are twice a month on Thursdays. And right now we're doing them online because of the situation, but hopefully we'll actually resume face-to-face. But we'll also continue in parallel to do them online, so people that cannot actually come physically can still benefit. We do that, the next meeting is going to be the 6th of May, and we do that from 7:15. Actually, we start at 7:30 sharp, but 7:15 is, for everybody to log in or to mingle if we're face-to-face, until about 8:30 right now, because we are limiting our meeting to an hour, not to have some Zoom fatigue. But other than that, it's 7:30 to 9, which again is a very nice time. we don't want people to get bored. So they can go to Facebook, they can contact us and join as a guest to get a taste of it.
Celine, and people from all over the world are welcome.
Of course.
Absolutely. This is the beauty of it. I mean, the only requirements is that we're carrying the meeting in English, so it's better for them to have to be able to communicate and to understand. That's the whole thing you need to have and just come as you are.
Yeah.
And we have also Toastmasters from across the world joining us. So we have people who join us from KL, from the UK, especially since we've moved online. I mean, before it was in person, so it was whoever was physically in the country. But now we also have people joining from all over the world, which is also very nice because yes, we're part of Toastmasters International, but each club has their own unique styles. So Super Speakers, for example, is considered an informal club, which means that we don't do the traditional over dinner, over drinks. We have tea and coffee when we used to do in-person meetings anyway. We used to do tea and coffee, which you could grab at the start of the meeting, and then it would run for 1.5 hours, starting at 7:30, finishing at 9. Whereas the formal clubs, they do it over dinner, so it runs for about 2 to 3 hours. And then seeing those kind of those quirks where they come in and they're like, oh, well, we don't do that, but that's interesting. Or we visit their meetings and say, oh, we maybe should do that. So it's open to everyone.
Well, thank you, Super Speakers, and thank you for joining in. I am honored to be part of this group, and I had to share you guys. I had to bring you out so everyone could see you because you guys are amazing. You've given me so much confidence and love and connection. I feel so good in this group. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Desmina. You're the best.
Thank you.
You're
We
amazing.
love you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
we love you guys. So I'll say peace, love, and rainbows, and we will see you guys at our next meeting.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks.